Welcome, everyone, to Ruston, Louisiana, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech, and the fans are in Joe I.A. Stadium ready to have a good time. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the FIU Panthers offense takes the field for the first time today. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And, you know, listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Working that left side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jenkins. Out of the backfield, he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. FIU set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Stone. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stone. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Florida International.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Louisiana Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coach... to the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Going for it all. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is... winning drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing was down for... Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To throw, it's Jenkins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Panthers! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Motion from the back. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Snags it over the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Wants to throw on first down. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, FIU! And the pummeling has started. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, Dave. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida International.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Rides the back and leaves it. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. Great job by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go.
Rides the back on the option to give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Floating away. He'll throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's go. Ready, go.
The give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Grab near the marker is Clemens. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Leaves it with the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on, not the penalty. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular.